Look over here. It played, Lana.
She said, nope, I'm not looking over there.
I didn't hear anything. Look over here. Still nothing.
Oh,
wow.
I heard it.
I heard nothing.
That's so wild that my computer is so racist that you can't hear it. I blame my computer. I'm blaming my computer. And on behalf of my computer, I am sorry. Look over here.
I played it for myself.
Great. Mama Pow, you did not play it for me. I played it for myself.
For myself.
Oh, dear God. Anyway. Mabuhay, and welcome to The Cup, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. And welcome to... Lana, do you want to play it so you can hear it? Look over here. Our exclusive companion series where we are diving into the looks from episode 4 of season 3 of Drag Race Philippines.
Oh, no.
It's going to be one of those podcasts today, y'all. That's just expect that. I'm Logan Murphy, say something gay. I have switched from a Dutch Bros drink to I'm just now having a regular energy drink. Not sponsored by Alani Nu, but God, I wish I was. So Alani Nu, hey, hit me up. I drink a lot of your drinks in general. I had a protein shake from them earlier today. But this is cherry slush. It does taste just like a cherry icy, and it's very nostalgic of my childhood. And of course, I'm drinking water because hydration is of the essence of Hall. Shout out to Jade Essence Hall, who I saw at DragRace Live.
Well, I'm David Healy, and I still don't have a cute intro. Still have a cute shirt, though. I'm wearing my Alaska shirt.
Alaska.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that. And
Alaska.
I just ran and got some water, so I do have a drink. Yay!
David, does the shirt come in 3 colors? Stunning, gorgeous, and yellow.
Oh. For filth.
Well, no, her exact quote.
I know. I got the wrong.
Anyway.
Hi. I'm here. I know. You're like, where'd you come from? Like, you were not on the recap? I'm like, I know. I wasn't. I kind of had something else to do. But there was no way I was going to miss.
Current recordings this week.
Yeah, there was no way I was going to miss a part of Philippines. Come on now. Come on now. So here I am. I'm Lana, your resident evil diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I love me some tea. And if you have some tea, don't think to hit me up. I am actually drinking something this time because the last recording that I didn't have anything. But I'm drinking and should be sponsored by Strawberry Sunkissed. Love this drink. I drink enough.
Look at us being very fruity.
Very fruity. Very red today.
Fruity
very
today.
Red today. Red today. Oh, half of the icy. David with the red. We love it. We love it. But yes, I always have my drink. And then, of course, I have my cup mug.
It's at my boyfriend's house. I'm getting it back tomorrow, I promise.
What happened to my panel full of...
Wow. At least point.
Wow. Logan. I was ready to celebrate. I had the remote ready and everything.
Oh, sorry.
I
own
flicks.
One.
Flick.
Half of one. Half a party.
Oh,
well. It was a sad party. But you know what's not sad? These cup merch. The cup mug and any of our cup merch. So you should get your cup merch at lanascreations.etsy.com. We do ship domestically here in the United States and Canada and Mexico. And we do ship internationally. So there are no excuses. And Philippines, we're looking at you. We're looking right at you. Get your cup merch. Come on. You see it. You love it. Go check out the Etsy shop.
And you know what else we're looking at today? Lana, can you play it again? Look over here. we are looking over here because that's what we're here to do. And we are diving into the looks from this episode of DragRace Philippines. Very excited. Before we dive in, though, make sure to subscribe if you've not already, because we're here almost all the time, giving you almost all things drag. And that's next week going to be a lot of drag, so stay tuned. And make sure to check the description below where you can find our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, and our Patreon for exclusive content and early access, including early access to the Look Over Here episodes for all the franchises we are currently covering. So, boom. And as Lana alluded to as well, if you did not check out our episode recap for this episode of Drag Race Philippines, please make sure to do so. I will... there... We can see Lana now instead of just half of Lana.
I felt very under the banner. I was like, why am I so low? Just did not like that.
Anyway, category is 3D Fractal Extravaganza.
Ooh. I love the
Mhm.
background, by the way.
Thank you, Lana.
Looks very 3D.
For once, I actually made this entire background myself.
Ooh.
I did not pull
You
a
don't-
preset background.
You don't hand draw all of the backgrounds you use?
All of them. All of them.
I take back all
think-
of my compliments.
You think I have time for that shit, Dave?
I mean, me personally, David, I take the time to graphically design every background that I do.
You
Because-
cross stitch them.
I do it with my beautiful iPad and switch it and twist it and
I
make
love it.
Yeah, it's hard work, but somebody has to do it.
Mhm.
And it ain't gonna be me.
And if you go to the wrestling channel to check out my latest work, you'll see the hard work in the black background that I put together.
Ooh.
Ooh, I'm excited to take a look. But anyway, category is 3D Fractal Anyway. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those podcasts, y'all. Sorry. First up on the runway, 3D Fractal Extravaganza from Maxie.
Maxie, giving us Tinkerbell inspired 3D look. Now, at first, I'm going to be honest. I was like, ruffles are 3D. That's what we gonna call 3D is ruffles. But I was like, but yes, it is, because if something is happening all the way around, it's giving us something to look at all the way around, and it's lovely. I love the color. I love the color of this. I love the wig, and her face is stunning. I love the ruffled coat. I thought it was pretty. It was a pretty look for me. Very, very pretty.
Yeah, so for me, I basically interpreted this as like textured, because that's what we got from most people, was some sort of texture.
Yes.
And with Maxie, I thought she was stunning. I think this lavender is beautiful on her. I've never seen anything like this jacket. Like, I cannot praise this jacket enough. It is so cool. Like, how layered it is and flowy, and it was almost like hair, but not quite the texture of hair. And just seeing her watch, you would just see this like bounce effect to it all in all the different layers. And it was almost like it was like defying gravity, like it was like on a moon. It was mesmerizing. I'm obsessed with this jacket. Like, this jacket was everything for me. This was so good. So good.
Yeah, I think it's another strong week for Maxie. I do really like this runway look. I do agree with you, Lana, because at first I was like, ruffles? But it makes sense the way, and we saw a couple of ruffled looks, and I liked all of them. I will say that too, because it does give that kind of fractal kind of movement and shape that I think she was going for. So for that, I really do appreciate it. I love this wig. The only problem I had is that it was lifting up in the back. Like, she did not glue it down in the back at all. But it's just one of those nitpick things, because I'm at the point this season where I'm nitpicking Maxie, because that is the level of drag that she is presenting to us. I do agree also, David. I love the coat. I love how it falls on her sleeves, and then the way that it just like billowed behind her. I think Maxie looked really great. Scars.
For me, I gave this a 95.
gave this a 93.
I gave it a 90.
Not me being the most critical and giving it the best score. Oh my god. Oh my
Well,
god.
yes.
Oh my god.
Well,
Okay.
yes. Next up, Zymba Ding, David.
Zymba Ding. Okay, I think this is going to be my hot take. This was my favorite thing to walk down the runway. I thought this was incredible. This was top tier fashion for me. Like I said on the main show that we were robbed of her being out there so she could get critiques on this look alone, because I just thought it was so beautiful. In this picture, no offense to anybody, Logan, but this picture doesn't even do it justice. It's just
I did my best. They didn't post
you
the
did.
runway looks.
The colors were incredible, and the flowing of the lines in every single part of it, and the pops of gold, just to really emphasize those dark, deep maroons. And the hat, I was obsessed with this hat. This is one of the best high fashion looks I've seen this year. What do you think, Logan?
Oh, it is my turn. I forgot it's mine. I'm so used to going last. Sorry. Right. Oh, I think this is a great look. My highlight of this look, honestly, is this headpiece. Because I think this headpiece alone is the single best example of fractals and fractalization that we got on this runway. Just the way it's so geometric and its patterning is so good. This photo does not do it justice whatsoever. Watch her when she comes back into the workroom during Untucked, when she's walking in and she still has it on. Like it's so gorgeous. And I love the combination of this gorgeous, like, burgundy maroon color with these gold streaks. It's giving very my college colors, because my college colors are maroon and gold. So I was like, okay, work. Thank you for repping Arizona State University. Thank you. She had no clue. She had no clue whatsoever. But I do love this look. I love the poof in the front. The only thing I don't like is actually the shoe. And I see that it's kind of this like bodysuit into a shoe because she's got this black stocking going up.
Mm-hmm.
I just would have liked, honestly, I think I would have liked it better with a gold shoe. But that's just a nitpick, because again, I'm at the point where I'm nitpicking Zymba. So I think she looks great though.
This was my favorite thing walking the runway.
Ooh.
I had two that just blew me out of my mind, and this was one of them. I love this. This one, I was like, okay, like you said, Logan, I get the fractal, and then I get the 3D. This gave me the 3D I was looking for in a look, with the poofy heart in the front and in the back. Like, I was like, okay, there's the 3D I was looking for. It looked like it's coming at me. This is what 3D. But this color is amazing on her. And the way it's draped down, and it's still giving lines within that sheer bottom. Like, you can still see the little lines in between the sheer bottom of the dress, and then the veins going through the heartbeat, which is in gold, which I loved. And then I loved her explanation. It was like, it's a heart, and my heart, I have a heart of gold. So the gold, I was like, oh, that's beautiful. Love that. She looks so stunning. Her makeup is incredible. That headpiece, blew my mind. It was so beautiful, so stunning. I was in awe. She was one of my favorites that walked down the runway. I thought she looked absolutely fabulous. Like, I don't know what else she could have did to have made it even more perfect, because this was perfection to me. There's nothing to be done. This is perfection to me. It's beautiful. So I guess that kind of just lets you know what my score is since I start, because
I wonder.
It's freaking perfection. She gets the mug, just full cup for me, because this is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a 99.
Ooh.
So close.
Almost Zymba. I don't know. One more thing you could have did to make David push it up, John. I don't know what else. Maybe a gold shoe. I don't know.
Anna Montrese. That's what she needed to do, apparently.
Or Khianna last week.
Or Khianna last week.
Yeah.
Which I do agree with. Thank you very much for that, Dave.
Mhm.
I gave Zymba 97.
And by the way, maroon and gold was my middle school colors. Period.
Oh, how cute.
Maroon and white was my college color.
Really?
We had maroon. So
Well, I was red and white for college, but
Oh, throughout all of my schooling, it's always been blue and something until now, and it's maroon and gold. I'm like, thank God for something different.
I had them all. I started from green and white to maroon and gold to blue and gray to blue and white, and then red and white.
The high school I graduated from was green and orange.
Oh, ew. You were tacked with those tacky colors together.
It was green, orange, and white specifically.
Oh, no.
But mostly green and orange. Yeah.
That's the
Anyway, next up, featuring a bunch of colors, Popstar Bench.
It's you to start, Logan.
Oh, it's my turn to start. Okay, cool. I'm probably going to give this the most positive critique out of anyone here. Here's what I have to say. I think this is one of the best examples of fractals of anybody on the runway, because this kind of design, this like the hypnotic kind of like tie-dye effect is very fractal, and I really like it. And I love this concept. Also, from far away in the face, she does kind of look like Ovi. Like if you just kind of glance at it, it's like, is that Ovi? Because I said in the recap, this is something I think Ovi would wear. As far as the look itself, I am glad that it is not just this circular panel and that there is kind of this like 70s or 60s mod dress underneath. I appreciate that we have that. It did leave a little bit to be desired. We're just looking at a very, very strong runway this week. So it did leave a little bit to be desired, but I do still really like this look from Popstar. And I haven't been the world's biggest fan of her fashions on this season, so I'm glad that I am at least not disliking something she's worn.
I like the idea of this. I'll say that. I like the idea. I think her coming out and popping the collar open was great. Love the theatrics. Love it. The actual garment itself is lacking a lot for me. It's just, I don't know if I want it. Like, I love the hypnotic effect because it's definitely doing its job. If I look at it too long, I'm like, ooh, okay.
Right. I'm either looking here or I'm looking down right now because I can't like look at it for too long. So.
I can't look at it for too long because I fall into that. But for me, I would have loved if the whole thing was that pattern, like even all the way down to the shoe. Like make the whole bodysuit that pattern. Put on a longer dress. I don't like these yellow tights. Let me just say that. But I guess it needed to break it up or something. But I would rather you just hypnotize me from head to toe instead of stopping at the hip and then giving me these yellow tights. It's alright. It's alright. It's alright. That's all I got.
I'm gonna take you through a journey.
Oh geez, okay.
So let's go back to 1969. You have a hippie couple, and the hippie couple is like, it's Easter. What should we do, man? Yeah, I don't know. Let's take these eggs. Let's tie dye these eggs. Okay, let's do it. So they tie dye some eggs, and then they get really high, like high, not weed high. It's a little bit harder. And they're like, whoa, what's going on with the egg, man? It's anthropomorphic now. Whoa, it's alive. Whoa, it's got legs. It's an egg with legs. Whoa, psychedelic, dude.
Say it again, Dave. What did he say? What did he say? Whoa.
Whoa. It's anthropomorphic. It's got legs.
It's giving a little bit of. It's giving. Jesus.
Whoa.
That is what I'm getting.
It's giving this. Joey Lawrence. Whoa.
Whoa, man. Whoa, dude.
Man.
She looks like a tie-dye egg.
It does look
With
like
legs.
a tie-dye egg with
It
legs.
I just wish there was more of like a fashionable sense to it. Like, and I don't hate it. Like, my score is not going to be terrible. But I don't
40.
know. I just wanted better. I wanted it to feel like more of a fashion moment than just like a shape that's tie-dye. So
Valid. I still really like this concept though. I'm gonna give Popstar an 84.
70. No, I'm gonna give it a 69, man.
Nice, man.
you stole my score. I used 1969 for a reason. It's a 69.
Nice, man.
I'll give it a 69.
Nice.
Well, there's no universe that I'm
Whoa.
giving this a 96.
What's
So
happening?
sorry.
Nice,
Egg.
dude. Nice, man. That's
Whoa,
excellent.
man.
Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.
Whoa.
Okay, let's move on to something that we can look at very, very easily, and that is John Fedellaga. Now, I want to say this is not the full look.
Mm-hmm. Right.
John put on socials that this was the
Mhm.
full back piece, headpiece gigorama.
Ooh.
Oof.
If you're watching the visual, you see that I am showing it off. And if you are not watching the visual, go look it up. But it was supposed to be a much bigger, fully fractalized
Mhm.
back piece. I don't know what happened, but
Interesting. But back piece or no back piece, this was still my favorite. This was still one of the favorites for me walking down the runway. When John came out, I said, "Oh,
Whoa.
oh, whoa,
whoa, man.
whoa, man!" But in the best sense ever. Like, John looks fire right here, just absolute fire from head to toe. Goddess, stunning, angel, like, ugh, 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 ugh. Is all I can say is, ugh, ugh. Perfection.
Yeah, I like this look from John for sure. John Fedellaga. I got your name. For me, I don't think I'm going to be as high on it as either of you. Actually, I think that what you just showed explains part of my critique for this. I felt like, so really, my two issues were all coming from the exact same area of this, and that is in the breast area. I thought walking down the runway, it just looked really heavy. It looked like too big and like it was going to weigh her down. But now I'm wondering if it's purposefully heavy to counterweight what's going on in the back.
I'm thinking that's what it is, because now that we know that they're supposed to be in a, because I thought a very similar thing. I do agree with you. I think it's supposed to be a counterweight sort of thing so that she doesn't just like fall over.
Right. And also she's like giving me this snowflake effect, but I'm getting this just gray parts of her breast area, which distracted me as well. But outside of that, I really like what she has going on. I like the texture, and I really love the headpiece. The headpiece is by far my favorite. The dress itself is pretty darn good as well. But yeah, I don't think my score is going to be nearly as high as either of yours.
I would agree, because this is one of my favorite looks of the night. I really, really I am such a big fan of this look. Knowing that there was also supposed to be this big back piece just makes me love it even more. Like, there's been so many different interpretations of, I'm going to go ahead and say this was probably the inspiration of Frozen. There was even an entire runway based on Frozen that we've
Frozen
had.
fractals all around.
Frozen fractals all around. Now you see what fractal means, David.
I just didn't No, I know what a fractal is. I just didn't understand it for this runway in the 3D. Well, I mean...
Well, not everybody did fractals, but John sure did. I love this. I think this is probably the most literal way to go about this category, but I think it's done in such a masterful way. The gown fits so beautifully. The tails coming off of the gown are so great. I love that it's not a full
It's not a
full
full
train. Can you let me finish my sentence, please, David? Thank you very much. David Healy, you bitch. I know I do that all the time, so don't worry. But I love that it's tails and not a full train coming off of the gown. Her makeup, this is some of the best makeup she's had on this season because she's just so soft and just so I love this. It's so good. I'm gonna hold up my can as if it was my cup mug because my score is also a full like Lana's.
Here.
A little bit full, not half full, like half
there.
What does that translate to numerically?
86.
Not bad.
Ew.
86 is a good score
It's
for me.
score for David. It's a good score for David. So I'm not bad. But you know, I prefer 90 something. Whatever.
Yes. Next up, not his, not hers, not theirs, but our Tita Baby.
David.
This is me. You know, I think this is a step back in the right direction. I think Tita started out with a really good look in the first episode, and then it's been like, wait, what? Where's that stuff? This is back in the right direction. I do think just based on her competition, this doesn't stack up against most of them for me, but it's still really good for her. I really like these colors on her. She just, I don't even know how to describe it. She manages to really present a new figure in this look that it really worked for me. And I like a lot of the execution here too. I really like this wig. I like that she's doing interesting things with her makeup as well. So yeah, there were a lot of great looks this week, and this is still very solidly good.
My number one, not critique, but my number one point was actually going to be about the makeup as well, because I do really appreciate that she is doing different things with her makeup, and she is exaggerating where she needs to. I love this look on Tita Baby. I think she looks so good. I agree. This is definitely a step back in the right direction for her. This wig, I am obsessed with this wig. The way that it's that crystallized wig thing, but done in a different way that feels very old school, but with a nod to the new school, which is what Tita does. And it's a blend that I really, really enjoy. I love the dimensions of this dress. I love that it's not a full dress and it is a shorter dress. We're seeing leg. We're seeing crystallized tights, which I think is really, really good. Wonderful week for Tita. She should have been in the top to get praise for this look too.
I like this look from Tita. I thought this was a really good look. I love the wig. I agree with you, Logan. The wig is so good. It's giving me the 3D that I'm looking for on this runway. You tell me 3D, I want 3D. I love what she did with the dress. It's a simple dress, but what she did with it made it pop with all the hoops and everything going all the way around. And I love that she took it all the way down to to her feet, and then it just stopped on the dress. I love her makeup. I love what she did. The makeup even looks like it's popping like 3D. So it's really good. I really appreciate that. I agree with you, David. She has taken the step back into the right direction, because the last 2 weeks have been something like, Tita, you just putting stuff on a dress you already had. It's like, feel like you gluing stuff on. This looks like everything was intentional and purposeful and done with the right way. I love it for this runway. It's giving me what the theme asked for in a very simple, pretty way. I like it a lot.
For my score, I'm going to give her a strong 77.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
That's a good score. That's a good score.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna give her a 96.
I was gonna give her a 92.
Okay.
See, that's what happens when I give a 95 and y'all give 92s.
I know, right?
Oh.
Next up, I'm excited to be the first one to talk about Myx Chanel because, baby, Lana, you might have to lean over for a second because she did what needed to be done. This is so good. I think upon review of all of the looks again, I think this is my favorite look of the night because it is it's simple but wildly effective. The wings on this are so gorgeously done. This headpiece is gorgeous. I love that Myx is another queen that is not afraid of changing up their makeup either. And I love this very minimalist, animalistic kind of makeup that they've done for this. And I love that we're seeing body too. It's a different silhouette for them. I really love all of the skirt coming off. I just think, and the performance of this too was just so good. Very, very strong runway for Myx, and I genuinely think this is what kept them out of the bottom.
Upon further review, I said 2 was my favorite looks. I meant 3. So if you heard me say 2, disregard that. I meant 3 because yes, and yes. This was so good. I liked everything about this look. I was like, this is 3D. This is it. This is beautiful. I love my favorite part of this whole look is the green that she has going down in between her legs and into the shoes and how it spreads out and goes down into the feet, look like little pants. I don't even know what that is, but I like it. And I loved how she performed it. Like she was all over, like she was on the crouching down and giving us hope. I love this headpiece, these wings, the hands, claw things. I forgot how much I really like this look until it popped up on the screen again. Absolutely love this look. Absolutely love this look. Man, I'm gonna be giving out way too many things.
Yeah, I love this too. Man, it's crazy how we've gotten a few different looks this season so far that are all-star looks on a regular season. And that's what I'm kind of expecting from the Philippines now. They're just raising the bar for the rest of the world. I think this is so good. She just became her own creature. There was part of me when I was first looking at it, and I'm like, is this drag or is it more of a cosplay? And honestly, it doesn't matter to me because either way, it's just so good. And I couldn't keep my eyes off of it. Just there's so many details. I think she had the most specific tiny details that you could just soak in the more you looked at it. So I really love this. It's a very close second favorite for me for the night.
If I had my cup mug, I would be holding it up right now. But I don't have it because it has shattered into a million fractals running all over the universe because that is how much I love this look. Numerically, that's 100, David.
Okay.
Mine is on the ocean floor.
Yep.
It is underneath the Titanic, as Janae would say from Love Island. We don't know. Titanic.
Kenny.
But it is definitely.
We can't go a week on this podcast period without a Janae reference.
I love her so much. I'm sorry. I'm obsessed. But yeah, my cup is super duper overly full. 100, please. Thank you.
I initially wrote down a 98 since I liked Zymba's better. But you know what? I can still like Zymba's better and also give this a 99. So this is a 99 for me.
Period. Yes, you could.
Right.
Yes, you can. I like Zymba's better too, but I still gave them both 100 because
exactly
still good.
Well, next up is Quinn.
Who starts this one?
This
You
is
do,
you.
Lana.
Ooh.
I'm
Why?
sorry.
Why?
Because we did the rotation.
Why? Okay.
Well, regardless of if we did the rotation or not, you would have started.
I would have started. Ooh. J. Quinn. Ooh. I mean, okay, let's start with the positives because there are positives.
Yes.
It's very much 3D. It has all the parts moving, it's popping out at me.
She knew what the assignment was. I don't know
Right.
that she understood it.
She got the assignment. She recognized what the assignment was. The color, cute. I like the wig with this. I think the wig is probably my favorite part of this look together. Now that we got the good things out of the way, I need more from J. Quinn because every week we see some version of a cosplay, something that she does. And I get it. That's your thing. That's your, you're a cosplay girly and that is your aesthetic, but it has to be more, right? That can't be the only thing you do. Because if that's the case, then okay, then just recognize we're gonna get bored from seeing all of the cosplays. Like, I mean, I got it when she walked out, and I'm not even a cosplay girly, but the minute she walked out, I was like, oh, Sailor Moon. And I have not watched a single episode of Sailor Moon in my entire life, but I've seen
this one
enough.
is Sailor Moon. We got it. The other one was.
But I've seen enough people on Drag Race alone do Sailor Moon references in my year and a half of watching Drag Race. I've seen enough references from Sailor Moon that I could tell what it is. So now I'm like, this is a lot. I'm getting bored. I just want to see something else. And I don't know if she has anything else. And I'm not in particularly fond of the way this fits her and this looks on her. I don't know. I'm just I'm a little underwhelmed with this look, unfortunately.
Well, I'm going to be the J. Quinn defender for this look because I like this. And I actually really like it when a queen knows her style, knows her aesthetic, and can make the themes fit them instead of adapting themselves to fit the themes. And I think J. Quinn has done a really good job of that. I thought this was a stunning material on her. Like the pink, like see-through.
Vinyls.
Is it
Vinyls, as she said. It's vinyl. But she said vinyls.
Well, that might be how they pronounce it over there.
It might be.
I thought it was such a beautiful material on her. I really loved the movement she had when she threw out the little spirals. I thought that was a cool effect. I just really like that she's bringing signature type of looks like this for herself. And I think they're, for the most part, pretty high quality. But I do want to bring up the fact, I brought it up in the main episode. I don't like this whole nude bodysuit underneath. That's what's really taking me out of it because it doesn't match with the rest of her skin. And that really knocked her down a few points for me because overall, this is a pretty high scoring look for me. But yeah, that was just the one thing that I'm like, no, that's ruining it.
Yeah, I think I fall somewhere in the middle. Because my thing is, I don't like the nude illusion. But I actually do kind of like the garment, but I understand what you're saying, Lana, in that there is actually some fit issue, specifically in the leg part. But we do know that sometimes when girls go on Drag Race, they do lose weight. So I'm not going to particularly attribute it to anything specific. My whole thing with J. Quinn is I like this look. I think it is a good interpretation of the category for J. Quinn. I just would like to see something a little bit different. I'm interested in what versatility for J. Quinn looks like. And I do also really, really love her aesthetic. I love that she is kind of taking a lot of inspiration from a lot of different Asian cultures and a lot of different, like A-pop, K-pop, J-pop. Like, I love those inspirations. And I love the perspective that she brings to drag, but the looks are not always translating in the way that I want them to. So I just would love to see something. I would love for Quinn to shock me. I haven't been shocked or surprised by anything she's done this season. I think that's where I'm landing. But objectively speaking, I like the look. I like that she went for this kind of mid-transformation Sailor Moon kind of thing too, because I think that does give very 3D. I do like the spirals on the arms. I don't love the nude whole situation that's going on with the white bodysuit underneath. If it was just tights and the white bodysuit underneath, I would like it better, honestly. But overall, I'm not too mad at this look, though I will say this was my least favorite look of the week. So, scores.
I would give this look a sensible 74.
I gave it an 88.
And I land somewhere in the middle because I gave her a 79. Next up, Yudipota.
Yes. First of all, I really like that we didn't mention this in the main episode, but when she introduced herself to Momshi, she's like, "Oh, Yudipota," like the cuss words.
Momshi Mela was like, "Oh, like what I say when I'm cussing." Got it.
Yes,
like,
yes, that was
period.
really...
I love.
I really like the top half of this. I like that she went with a different direction than a lot of the other queens. Like, it's more of a structured. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like not a lot of things jetting out at you, but it's still giving like structure and 3D. And she went for more of a bone thing, which is keeping with her aesthetic. Her makeup was so good. I did notice she kept the cool weird little like feather things that she had in the challenge. Well, she had one in the challenge and then she had two here.
Right.
So I really like those. But when I saw her walking down the runway, I legitimately at first thought her skirt was made out of duct tape. And I don't want to think that. I do not like this material. It definitely feels like the bottom half was thrown together. Maybe she lost the bottom half, but that really took me out of like really loving this, because this could have easily been in the 90s for me based on the top half, but the bottom half makes that impossible. So disappointing. What do you think, Logan?
Oh, it is. I always am forgetting that it's my turn after yours.
It's all
I don't
good.
know why I'm forgetting that. I agree completely. This top half is so good. It's so what we expect from Yudipota in this like structured pieces that always end up letting me down with the bottom half of the garments, which is what we've come to expect from her this season, unfortunately, and it's happened several times. Oops. I know she had some issues with her runway package, so I'm not going to blame it too much on her. Unfortunately, it just looks like a piece of fabric wrapped around her waist. And I think, honestly, I would have been more okay with it had she just had a panty on. Honestly. Like, because this gray fabric just looks like an afterthought. And it makes me like the look less. But the headpiece is gorge. The face pieces framing are really, really gorge. And I think the bone body piece is really, really good. And then I just no thank you.
Yeah. It should have just been the panty, made it look like it's a leotard and called it a day. Because the gray sarong is so wrong. It's definitely wrong. It doesn't belong. It would have. I wish you had a white one to at least go with the
or a thong.
Or thong.
I'm just keeping with the rhyming. Sorry.
The thong or just
so
wrong. Yeah, I wish it would just been the white panty or the white panty thong, because honestly, that would have gave me more fashion. It would have been like, yes, mama, just show the whole butt cheek and keep it moving. Like we would have accepted that and been all right with it because it just works. But everything else about this look, from the waist up, fantastic. She looks stunning. Makeup perfection. Headpiece love. Love the wig, the feather, and the swoosh. It's just that piece. It's just and that's the hardest thing, and that's the craziest thing because this look would be so fabulous if it wasn't for that one thing. I mean, even the shoe with the tights, everything about this looks good. It's just that one thing, and that's messed up. But
I'm gonna give this an 81.
80.
like 85. It's just the one thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's that one thing that makes me.
Next up, Angel. And it's my turn, and I'm so excited to talk about Angel because I love this look so much. This is another one of my favorite looks this week because it's a little bit different for Angel, and I'm excited that there's versatility. I'm excited that she's wearing clothes. I think that's what I'm trying to say. Is I'm just excited that there's a lot of fabric on her body, but I love it. The one thing I will say that I'm not the most in love with, and it's something we're now seeing from her a few times, is this wet hair, but specifically red wet hair. Because this is not the first time we've seen this wig on her this season. And I don't particularly love it with this. I kind of honestly wish that she was wearing the ponytail that she wore during the design challenge. I want something off the face so you can frame the face with this kind of look. But otherwise, I love the tulle, all of the layering of this tulle, the ruching, David.
Rushing.
The ruching that's going on. I love the sheer glove. I think a lot of these elements are really, really good. The way that all the tulle kind of converges at the waist as well gives her a gorgeous waist. And I think she looks really good this week. Probably my favorite thing she's worn so far.
This is a beautiful dress. Beautiful gowns. Beautiful gowns. I don't know for certain. Maybe I'm mistaken and you all can correct me if I'm wrong. But is Angel trans?
Yes.
I mean, I would have never figured that out from all of the runways that she's done thus far to say she's. I'm still. I was confused. Just good to know. Good to know.
They're gonna think you're serious.
There are actually. Oh no! I know you're kidding.
I'm talking about the fans. I know. I know. Yes. But I want the viewers to know I'm just kidding because every look Angel has done has mentioned how she's trans, and so I just want to be like, is she trans? I don't know that, but no, I know that. But yeah, I love that she's sticking with her mission and her message. She's on brand. She's like, trans is my brand, and I'm going to let the world know that I am trans and I am proud. And you know what, girl, be proud. But I would like to see something else too. Just a little bit. But this dress is beautiful.
It's a different silhouette.
It's a beautiful dress. Beautiful gowns. I feel like her and Maxie stayed in the same wheelhouse with this one. Is ruffles and ruching is going to be the theme for this week. I feel like they put their package together at the same time. And I'm like, at some point it's going to come to a head because a lot of their looks have similarities. Not saying it's the same, but they're similar. Like when Max came out in her ruffles, I was like, oh, that's ruffles texture. That's 3D. Okay, get it. And then Angel turns around and comes out in ruffles texture. Got it. Beautiful. Beautiful gowns, but they're starting to look alike. Y'all starting to come out down the runway in similar things. So I hope that either breaks apart or Angel's going to go home soon. Just saying. But it's a beautiful gown.
I hope that breaks apart or Angel goes home soon. Is the most out-of-pocket thing I think you have said in a really long time.
I mean, I'm being honest because they are not kicking out Maxie. They're kicking out Angel before they kick out Maxie. Let's just keep it a buck.
I mean, yeah.
But
you know, I mentioned it the first week that I was concerned that they might do similar runways. For me, I think that they are to a degree, but it's more prevalent in our minds because we know that they're related and they probably worked on the packages together. If I didn't know that, I don't think I would be thinking about it. I think that they have similar ideas, but they deviate with the concepts. Like this does not look anything to me like what Maxie wore. So I can appreciate them having a good base to start from and taking it different directions. And I hope they keep doing that if there's going to be any similarities. For me, I really like this too. I think both of them nailed it this week. This is just a stunning look, stunning colors, and the way it lays on her is perfect. This is how you do a Tool type of look and like add deliberate textures to it, deliberate layering to it. Because a lot of the time I see Tool looks, it's just a blob of ruffles with no shape, no form. And this, it like almost gives me like a pant effect the way it's laying on her. So I like that.
Well, and it does have the slit in the middle too, so I agree with that.
Yeah. I really liked her makeup this week. I like the wet wig. It works for me. So for me, I thought this was a very strong night for her.
I did too. I gave her a 94.
Okay.
it's cute. I gave her an 80.
Ooh. I gave it a 91.
All right. And last up, it's Khianna with a K.
And it's me. I like this look. I really like this look. I thought this was very cute and very, very nice. I liked how it looks. I like how she looks in it. I like the style of it. She deserved her spot in the top 3. We'll give her that. It's a very good look.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good look. I don't know what it's supposed to be. And she said it, and I just didn't pay attention. But I was just too in awe of how good it looks. I couldn't pay attention to anything she said because it was so good. It looks really good. And I really like it. I really, really, really like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I really like this too. I said it in the other episode that it was giving me lionfish, and I think Logan, you confirmed that was the reference.
It is a lionfish look.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's so good. Honestly, like I think she's becoming one of my favorite makeup queens too. Her makeup is stunning. I just think this is another time where she's just bringing her A game with looks. Like we've seen it a lot. She's becoming kind of the look girl this season. The only thing is, I don't know. I wish there was something more to the black parts of it. Like I wish that more incorporated the other fabric into it because it almost feels like it's a black original outfit and then let's stick this on it. And even doing so, it still looks stunning. Man, I tell you, part of me hopes she loses this season just because I feel like she needs to be on a versus a world or something. She deserves a big audience. She deserves to be seen by a lot of people. And I hope other people from different countries are watching her because she's top tier Philippine drag.
Yeah, I mean, it's another just incredible look from Khianna. And I like that it is a bit more simple. We're seeing a lot of different silhouettes from Khianna, and I do really appreciate that. Very mindful of being on Drag Race. No, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do the whole thing. I think she looks incredible. I do love the lionfish reference, because didn't Hanabeshi give us a lionfish reference as well? Or someone did?
Somebody gave us one.
Someone last season gave us, or was it Ovi? I don't remember. Anyway, they're all stunning, all three of them, and Khianna is no exception. I agree completely about the makeup, David. I find her makeup so dynamic every single week, and she's the girl that I'm excited to see what she does on the runway. In the way that last season for me was Bernie, because Bernie just brought such a diverse package. Every week I'm excited to see what Khianna wears on the runway. So I love this.
I'm going to give her a 99.
Okay. I gave her a 95.
I also gave her a 95.
Nice.
Word.
Her. And that is that. And we are done in under an hour. So, thank you for joining us for this episode of Look Over Here, talking about episode 4 of Drag Race Philippines. We'll be back next week, same time, same us, to talk about episode 5. Whatever the runway is for Snatch Game. Who knows? Who knows? But thank you for joining. Subscribe, like, and share on the way out. Make sure to check out the description where you can find all of our audio podcast links, our other YouTube channels, our Patreon, our social medias, and where you can get your merch, including but not limited to cup mug. I pointed this time, Lana. Are you happy?
No.
Okay, whatever. Bye.
Bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, y'all. I don't care. I'm going to be honest.
I'm getting it back tomorrow, okay?
Oh, all right. Well, then I'll be happy tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Love you.